Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos reseller channel. I am Star. If you're new here or you haven't yet, please consider helping us feed all of our hungry hippos by subscribing to the channel and hitting that thumbs up as you're watching today. We're doing a jewelry unboxing. I get all of my bulk wholesale jewelry from a place called Whistlepig Market on Etsy. I'm going to put the link down below for several reasons. One, if you use code HIPPO, all caps, she will give you 20% off your order. This is not an affiliate link. I am not affiliated with her, but I do get the benefit of using the code as well. Number two, you're helping support a small business. I would rather buy from her than Goodwill or anywhere else online that sells bulk wholesale jewelry. I want to support another small business owner. Three, her items are impeccable. Her jewelry does not get tangled. You will never have a box where you just pull everything out and it's tangled. It's nice, neat, organized, separated. She packages it really, really well, and she ships it super fast. I have loved everything I have ever purchased from her. In fact, sometimes I think back to the very first box I bought. I bought a 1 pound box last January just to dip my toes in and try jewelry out, just to see about it, just to see if I would like it. And I fell in love. But I think if I had ordered it from anywhere else, it would have been a one and done. I honestly don't think that my growing jewelry business, I think I have something like 3,000, 4,000 pieces of jewelry listed now across multiple platforms. And I've started listing on Etsy this year. I don't think I would have grown to that and stayed with the jewelry and fallen in love with it if I didn't get such great quality products. My friend Karen, that lives here in Pittsburgh, that I met through the local eBay meetup I run, gave me a box of her tangled jewelry from Goodwill. I do enjoy untangling jewelry. I can't say I don't like it. My obsessive compulsive personality diagnosed and my type A personality, I can sit and enjoy untangling a box of jewelry while watching a movie. But when I want to list and when I want to be fast and I want to be productive and I want to get fast results and have processes in place that make me streamline everything, I don't want tangled jewelry. So I have to honestly say, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, I should say that on my video before I showed them what I got. I should really, let you guys know that you should be ordering from her and giving her your business because she gives amazing customer service. I've had one person who bought from her that had a problem. She answered them right away and took care of them. Everyone else has had glowing reviews and great results, just like me. And, I was thinking the other day, if I had gotten like that box my friend Karen gave me as my first experience into this world, I think that would have been it. I really do. So I have a 10-pound box here. I usually buy her 15-pound boxes, but those are often sold out, and I'll go down to a 10-pound when that happens. Her 10-pound boxes of mixed wearable costume jewelry. She has several different types on the website. She has silver, she has gold, she has watches. Like I said, I'll link her down below. You can go check out her store. She's had instances where she's just had boxes of bangles or men's tie clips. She's got a lot to pick from. But I always buy the wearable costume jewelry because that's what I like to work with. The 10-pound box is $105. I got $21 off for using my hippo code, and I chose the free shipping and paid $5.04 for tax. So this whole box was $89.04. She does have an option you can upgrade to priority shipping. You would have to pay for it. I always just use her free ground shipping. Now, she is just in North Carolina, which is close enough to Pennsylvania that I get it in a day or two. But even if you live further away, she is boxing it and shipping it same or next day, every time. So, that all said, let's see what she sent me this time. I'm going to talk and unbox for about 45 minutes max. If I get to the bottom of this box sooner, great. If I've still got a long ways to go after that, I'm going to cut it off so I'm not here too long. But I'm going to warn you ahead of time. This may be a longer 30 to 45-minute video. So you may want to go get something to photograph, measure, maybe list, maybe multitask, or you can just sit and watch if you want to see all the beautiful jewelry. I do encourage people to listen to me while they work, though, because I don't want to take anyone else away from their work, and I never want to take you away from your profits. So never feel guilty if I'm in the background or you can't even see me and you're just listening to me. When I unbox jewelry, I do like to talk a little bit about other topics that are going on in the reselling world as I pull items out and show them to you. I can't really teach you jewelry as I go because the chances of you finding the same exact chunky seed beaded choker necklace as this in the wild or even in your own box is not really going to happen. So I do just like to show you the beautiful pieces that I get and talk as I go. And we can talk about whatever topics I feel like talking about. One of those is the fact that I do not comp my jewelry. I have a pricing guide that I use that I compiled over a 6-month period of trial and error on my own and talking to my other, I have some friends that resell jewelry that are veterans of reselling jewelry that have been doing it for a long time. I got their opinions and I solidified my pricing list pretty early last year. I said 6 months, but I'm pretty sure it may have been before that. And I solidified it for myself. This was really cool. I should have mentioned on something like this, you want to use keywords like beach, beach core, surfer, ocean, vacation. So once I had my pricing list for me, I just kind of had it written down on a piece of paper. This is a nice tassel beaded necklace. Look at this tassel. But I have actually made it into a spreadsheet form available to you guys. It's free, and it just shows you all of my base starting prices for the different costume jewelries and talks a little bit about shipping. It does have a note in there that I can't speak on Etsy because I don't sell on Etsy because I didn't at the time. So I'll probably go in and update that in the next month or so. And let's just let you know when it comes out because I'll have notes about Etsy on there. But it is free, and I'll link that down below as well. You can go grab that pricing guide. But for the most part, I use my intuition, honestly. I know that this is probably like $25 plus shipping. It sounds like a lot for costume jewelry. It really does. But people will pay it. And you don't have to devalue the worth of the items that you have or yourself. You are worth money. Your time is worth money. And when you put in the effort to list items and photograph them, what is your hourly wage that you want to make? I mean, do you want to say, well, I got the whole box for $80, so I'll put everything up for $5? People will buy it. It'll move fast. But you're hurting other sellers by doing that because you're racing to the bottom and you're devaluing yourself. Especially if you sell on Etsy. People will pay a lot more on Etsy. I can say that is what I've heard for years. And I've only had one sale on Etsy since I started on there. It's my new adventure this year. But the one sale I had, they paid $30 for a bracelet that I probably would have gotten like $18 for, maybe $20 on eBay. So something like this is probably worth $25 plus shipping. So if you get my guide, my pricing guide on jewelry, again, it's free. I do have like a base starting point for most items, and then I just go off of my gut, and I can go up or down from there. So, you know, if I'd say most necklaces are 20 to 25 plus shipping, these two are having an affair. Here, I gotta get them separated. Okay, I'll do it later. We do have 2 pieces of jewelry that are mating or something here. Look how pretty this is. That is gorgeous. So something like this, I want to go on the high end. That's probably 25, maybe even 30. My gut tells me that this is worth more than my high end. My base for necklaces is 20 to 25. I can go below that if it's not fancy. And a lot more if it is. A multi-stranded disc bead. Something like this, I would put boho for sure. Maybe retro 60s. all of those good keywords like that. I do like to use retro and vintage as much as I can. And then if it's glaringly obvious to me, or even subjectively an opinion, I'll put what era, what decades I believe it belongs in. This is a pretty necklace. We got some bangles in here. Bracelets are probably my favorite because they're the easiest to photograph. I love all jewelry, and it's all actually really super easy. Especially the way I list it. I sit and photograph it, and I run it through List Perfectly's AI lister. So once I get the photographs done, it's going through the AI lister right on my phone. And by the time I come over to my computer to my drafts, most everything is completed for me. If you've ever watched one of my midweek motivation videos, you can see where I'm working in the drafts and finishing the listings. I'm just basically removing background images, maybe cropping a little bit and adding a few keywords and prices. So it is really fast. But my favorite is still bracelets, because bracelets you just lay down on the table and you may take a picture from this angle, maybe one cocked like that, and maybe one from the top. Necklaces you have to hang up to look nice. Earrings I poke through a cardboard. By the way, I did finally make the video showing you guys exactly how I photograph my jewelry, using nothing more than a cardboard comic book board and a box like this to brace it. I'm going to have that pop up. And then I also did a video talking more in depth on how I price items, jewelry pieces. If you guys haven't seen those videos, you can go watch those. I highly recommend watching the one on photos, though. This is really pretty. So these are chipped gemstones with a nice pendant. What gemstones they are, the AI will figure out for me. I have to say that too. Let me give credit where credit is due. This is so pretty. So I said what I said about I wouldn't have stayed with jewelry if I didn't get good quality, non-tangled jewelry from where I order it from. But there is a pretty big learning curve if you don't know anything about jewelry. If you've never sold jewelry before and you do like to wear it, you probably have a leg up. This is really neat. This is like a handcrafted, handmade, like 70s groovy. I might use the word groovy. There's a learning curve, and I am a tomboy, not a tom girl. I am a girl who has always been a tomboy. And so I've never worn jewelry. I live in t-shirts, jeans. You guys have heard me say this before. So when I started jewelry, it was a whole brand new world for me. I didn't know any of the terms. And there was going to be this whole learning curve where I learned all of this stuff. And I actually started in a time before List Perfectly's AI lister came out. So I was using Google Images at that point. I would run all of my photos through Google Image, and it would tell me seed beaded, lobster clasp, cuff bracelet, Y drop, teardrop, dangle, drop earrings. It gave me all these keywords that I'm now like familiar with and feel knowledgeable about. If I didn't have the Google Images to start and then moved into the AI lister, I don't know if I would have given up. If I didn't have Google Images and the AI lister to help me learn all of the different terms and keywords and types and things about jewelry that I didn't know. So I say that to tell you, you should probably be using your technology. If you are not a List Perfectly user, Google Images are for everybody. Look at other listings on eBay and Etsy of other sellers, see what they're calling stuff. This is really cute. I would definitely call this steampunk. It's a black chain, and it's got all kinds of doodads and charms and pendants and a really gothic looking key and a fleur-de-lis. But yeah, utilize the Google Images and look at other people's listings and let technology help you learn And if you're not a List Perfectly user, you can always try it out with no obligation for 1 month. If you use my code Flippin Hippos to sign up, you'll get 30% off of that 1 month. There's no contract. So if you try it, you don't like it, you can cancel. But you can try it, with a discount and no obligation. Some of this stuff is so cool. Look at this. This is a bib necklace. See, this is all terms I never would have known. And I've learned just by repetition and seeing them over time. But the AI is still building my listings for me. This is neat. So you may have tried out eBay's AI lister or Poshmark's AI lister. And I'm going to tell you my opinion on both. List Perfectly is far superior. Now, I'm not just saying that because I'm a user of List Perfectly or even an affiliate of List Perfectly. I'm saying that because List Perfectly's AI is far superior to eBay's. eBay's is very long-winded and puts in a lot of really weird details that you don't need. This is neat. It's got like a shark tooth and then like the alabaster disc. I don't like eBay. It's just long-winded and it seems weird and seems like honky-dory. I don't know. I don't like it. This is neat. Poshmarks, I don't like it either. List Perfectly, I just think it's far superior. It says List Perfectly's AI writes your description and your title as if an actual reseller wrote it. Not AI intelligence, not a robot, not AI intelligence is redundant. That's like saying artificial intelligence, isn't it? All right, well, List Perfectly doesn't sound like it was written by AI. It sounds like it was written by actual resellers. And the reason for that is the coding for their AI is actually written by resellers. So List Perfectly's, all their employees were resellers before they worked for List Perfectly, including the 2 co-founders. And they're wonderful people, by the way. But the coding, the listing, everything, it's written by resellers for resellers. So their listings are going to sound more realistic, like what an actual reseller would say. And oh, this is really pretty. Look how pretty. Ooh, that's like a pendant. I can sell that on Etsy too. It's like a DIY. So it just sounds, it's better. Now I say that, you can say, well, you use it and you're an affiliate, but there's a reason I use it. I could full on be an affiliate of List Perfectly and not use their AI lister and not promote it and talk about it and not like it. But I do use it. I use it every single day for every single listing. So that should tell you that I actually like it. You can be an affiliate of something and not necessarily promote everything or like everything or use everything. There are some aspects of List Perfectly I don't use. They have like new sales analytics and you can do like your accounting on there. I don't use that because Keith is our accountant and he has spreadsheets that he set up for us long ago and far away, and he does the books, and so I don't use it. But if you need it, it's there. This is really, really cool. Look at this. Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Just look at this. Look at it. If you know where that came from, bonus points for being a dork. We've got España cuff bracelet. Paparazzi earrings and necklace. So people think of paparazzi as being a cheap brand, and it's really not. So if it's new on the card, I'll leave it on the card and not put paparazzi in the title. If it's used, I might not even say it's paparazzi. and charge more. You can do that because it's actually good quality costume jewelry. I don't know why the name got such a bad rap. We got some more necklaces. Oh goodness, stuff is coming out. Coming out. Come on, everybody. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. I love when I get really super duper unique stuff like that because that gut feeling I was telling you about earlier. Oh, I'm gonna add $5 or $10 onto that because that is just way too cool. Don't forget you could charge more if it's clearly handmade, handcrafted. This needs to be a priority. I need to set this aside. I need to get this up like this weekend because it's Hearts and Valentine's Day is coming up. We're going to put that up here. Make that a priority. Priority. This is pretty. Oh, I like this. Oh, look at this. That's a coil bracelet. They always seem small to me. There might be like some way to put these on without sliding it over your hand. And I have really tiny hands. Like when I have to get winter gloves, I have to shop in the kids section. I'm not kidding. Okay. I need little hobbit hands and feet. I'm assuming you can wrap it. I don't know. It's nice. We got chains. Gotta make sure that I'm not gonna dump everything on the floor. Oh, look at this. Ooh. So again, when I show you my jewelry unboxings, it's fun. We sit and we chat for a minute while I show you everything. And it's neat to look at it. The chances of you finding the same exact thing. It's not like when I show you what brands of jeans to buy, right? You're not going to be able to find this stuff. But you can learn keywords and terms as we look at it together. And we can chat about other reselling stuff. And I get unique, really good pieces like the things I'm showing you in every box I've ever gotten from her. They may not be, these two are stuck together. But I'll deal with that later. We got more chipped gemstones. We have a nice bib necklace. It might not be the same stuff ever again. It might all be so unique and really, I mean, the fact that it's unique is really awesome because you can charge more. But I get really cool, unique items, really fascinating stuff, really beautiful stuff in every single box from her. Choker. I think she sells boxes of broken jewelry for crafting too. If you're one of those crafty people and you like to make your own stuff. That was a scam, and I'm not going to edit that out. My phone rang, and it said scam, so we sent them to voicemail. That's been increasing lately. It's a couple times a day I'm getting spam calls. Somebody must have sold my phone number. Whenever I get like more spam calls than normal, I'm always like, somebody sold my phone number to somebody. Ooh, look. Ooh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. Not me. Not for me, but that is beautiful. It's for somebody. Somebody will love it. Somebody will just love it. We got some more chokers. More bangle bracelets. When I do photograph a box from her, I set all the bracelets aside. So as I pull items out, I will photograph the necklaces first, and I make like a small, I can get another small box or just make a pile on my table of the bracelets. And then once I get the box completely empty, it's a little tangled, so I'll mess with it later. Then I'll usually have like a whole small row of bracelets. I do it that way, one, because bracelets are much more easy. They're more quick. That's not even proper English. Bracelets are photographed quickly, easily, and faster than necklaces. And so I like to set them aside and do like the hard part first. But then I can also take a look. And if I have a ton of like, this is like a plastic with glitter in it. I remember wearing these in the 90s. If I have more than one of these, I can lock them up. If I have a bunch of metal bangle bracelets, I can lot them up. This is really cute. It's got dolphins. But that way, because some of the bangle bracelets, you know, aren't going to be worth a lot on their own. So you might want to lot them up together and sell more than one. Another thing she does that I really do like, when you get brooches or pendants or earrings in her orders, they're all going to be bagged individually in these small bags. So these are definitely hand packed and separated. You can tell by the way she packs it. These are going to be all pendants. If we have time at the end, we'll look at the pendants and the earrings in those bags. They're always on the bottom. She's got a bag of little post earrings. Oh, there's a pair of Batmans. There's anchors. I don't know if you can see the Batmans. Aren't they cute? But those will always be in there in their own little bag. And I've had boxes that had 3, 4, 5 bags. I've had boxes that had 1 or 2 bags. Remember, she sells by weight, so you get what you get. But I always get great stuff. Oh my gosh, this is hideous. Ugly sells, and somebody will find her beautiful. Somebody will like her. Oh, this is neat. It's like a stretch bracelet with a flower. We've got a necklace. Oh no, that's a pack of. That's another pack of bracelets all together. Necklaces, necklaces, necklaces. Everything kind of comes. Oh, this is neat. Its chain is way over there now, but it's got a dolphin and a seahorse. And it would stop moving so you can look at it. Oh, this is neat. You talk about a honkin' chonkin'. That's a honkin' chonkin'. Honkin' chonkin'. This is a really cool little bag full of earrings. Oh, this is neat. See, I don't really have any desire to wear jewelry, but my gosh, do I like to look at it and photograph it and list it and sell it. I love to admire it. I mean, a lot of jewelry is really beautiful. I just don't want to wear it. I have no desire. But other than Plush, I have to say jewelry's probably my favorite thing to list. I still really like jeans a lot, but as far as like bringing the actual joy, being fun to look at, even just looking in here to see what I got, Plush and jewelry, they're like the 2 most fun things. You know, you get the box and you're like, what's in here? What did I get? And it's so easy. Jewelry is so easy to photograph and list. So lightweight to ship. And it's super easy to have just tons and tons and tons and tons of it and not take up a tons of room. As much as I like Plush, oh my gosh, is Plush a pig about taking up space? I always call it you can't see my face. I always call plushies the space hogs. There's a lot of these really cute bracelets like this in here. Plush takes up so much room. Jewelry, not so much. So easy to just have a good inventory system with your jewelry and easy to ship, lightweight. We have got a locket and That's the front. Pretty. Once in a while, not often, I'll get something in here that can't be listed. It doesn't really happen often. Her jewelry's usually right out of the box. You can list it. But I do have a little box where I'm putting my bits and my bobs, as I'm calling it. And now that I'm on Etsy, once that box is full, I'll probably just sell it as a broken bits and bobs, pieces of the jewelry for crafting. This one has a lot going on. That one is very busy. Very, very busy. We've got an acrylic ring. I did buy a ring sizer as well. I think it was like $7 on Amazon. You know what else I'll link down below? The jewelry cleaner I use, the ring sizer I got, and I have 2 short videos. Each one's under a minute long, showing you my inventory system and how I ship jewelry. I think that'll be helpful for you guys as well. So there's going to be a lot down below for you guys today to look at. And then I'll have the 2 videos I talked about pop up. So you can watch 2 more videos, 2 more short videos. Go buy yourself some spies. Get on the rabbit hole of jewelry. I love it. I love it. I love jewelry so much. I'm so glad that I found jewelry. And you know that I only found jewelry, again, because it lists perfectly. A lot of the friends that I have in the reselling community, I met through List Perfectly. And the subscription with List Perfectly includes a thing called Listing Party, which I call it the university. So there's Zoom calls going on all day, every day, where resellers are teaching and learning from each other all day on every topic imaginable. And so I call it the University of Resellers. But there's also fun parties. I do crafting parties. I do a true crime party. But all of the friendships that I developed there and all the people I hang out with, they're good people. And I'm glad I'm friends with them. And I never would have met them otherwise. Some I've met in person. Some I haven't yet. Some of them I see a couple times a week. And some of them talk to me into trying jewelry. And I really like the community. I have to say I have a Facebook group, if you didn't know. And you should join it. It's called Flippin Hippos Reseller Pod. The people in there are really nice. And they're more than willing to help you. And they are. It's not a negative or a toxic group. Everyone is really nice. This is really pretty. And they're always very nice when you ask questions. You'll never be made to feel stupid or new or, oh, you should have known that. People are so nice in there. So I do like my Facebook group. But other than that, my 2 favorite reselling communities is the one on Instagram. I like the community resellers on Instagram. And I like the List Perfectly community. Oh my gosh, is this neat or what? Can you see it? My camera's being weird. Come on, camera. All right. I'm going to kind of pull out some things I really want to show you out of this box. There's not much left, so we can look at some of these pendants. That's what's left in there. But I really want to be able to look at some of these pendants with you. But look at this. Oh, I'm going to drop it. Look at that ring. Spotted ring. There's a beautiful... Oh, can I express to you how much I love jewelry if I haven't yet? Oh my gosh, I just love it so much. All right, let's set this box aside. And then let's look at some of these pendants. I like pendants a lot too. Probably even more than bracelets. There's no fiddle farting around. There's no fuss. You pick it up. You lay it on the table. You flip it over. Sometimes I'll get the front and the back, and then I'll go from the side so they can see the loop. So they can see what kind of loop they're going to have. See what I mean? So I'll do a picture of the front, the back, the side so they can see the loop. And then I'd lay it next to a measuring tape so they can see how big it is. Isn't that pretty? Those are the pictures I typically include in the listing, but I also take 2 more pictures that just stay in my List Perfectly catalog, and I delete when I cross post. It doesn't go on the listing, but I take one of the item on a scale and then a picture of the bag number for my inventory system. And those are just for me. So when I go to list, I can fill the weight and the inventory number in on the SKU line. And I leave those in my listing, in my List Perfectly catalog, but I don't include it in my actual listings. Oh my gosh, this is really cute. This is the one thing I don't like about jewelry. Your hands may turn black sometimes when you're dealing with it, which is why it's important to clean it. Again, I'll link my jewelry cleaner. But the thing with the Sonic jewelry cleaner, you have to be careful with items that are handmade, cloth, hand painted. So I try to run only like this little dragon. Anything that's just pure metal, silver tone, gold tone, things like this, I would run through there. He's really cute. But things like this, hand painted, delicate, if it had a cord rope, I don't want it wet and I don't want to risk ruining it. So I do fill up my little basket for that as I'm going. Before I start pictures, I sort everything. And anything that, oh, I love my dog. That's what it says. I don't know if you can, my goodness. It's really shiny. Anything else, I keep a microfiber cloth and awesome cleaner or alcohol or sanitizer. But again, with the alcohol and the sanitizer, yes, you're cleaning the item and getting rid of the germs and stuff, but you could risk ruining paint, stuff like that. So that's at your own discretion. But I do wipe each piece down with the cloth at the very least, and the stuff that can go through the Sonic cleaner I put through there, and then I lay it out on microfiber rags to dry. I got a really good deal. I'll put that link in too. I got a really good deal on Amazon, a huge pack of microfiber rags. All different colors, which I like because I can assign them. I assigned like all the green ones to our business so they stay in here for jewelry. I assigned all the pink ones to my hamster, so she gets the pink ones for her cage cleanings. The blue ones are for the bathroom because I don't like to mix. Like if I use a rag to clean the sink in the bathroom, that's not something I want in the kitchen. That's part of my problem that I have. This is pretty. My germaphobe problem. You know, I'll have to go wash my hands. And just in case you were wondering, after I do a jewelry video with you guys, I get everything back in the box until I'm getting ready to sort it, clean it, and photograph it. And then I do go wash my hands. And then I do get Lysol wipes, and I wipe my whole desk and the table where it's at. I don't know that everyone needs to do that, but that is absolutely what I do. And, oh, this is pretty. But I do recommend at least wiping stuff down. Just if there's dust or anything like that. You want it to look nice in the pictures. And then you can put in your listing that all jewelry has been cleaned. And it just sounds professional. I don't understand what I'm looking at here. Is it like a snake? What is that? What is that? We got a lizard. We got, oh, it's 3 people. Oh, I guess this is like your mom and 2 sisters. Like if you had a sister and you gave it to your mom, or if you had 3 sisters. If you had 2 sisters. I don't know. It's pretty. Oh, look at this. Snowman. This key is pretty cool. I like that. That's neat. It's not like the typical key, like the gothic steampunk keys you see. There was another one that I showed to you. The pendants are neat too. The pendants are so cool. Sometimes if you list a lot of pendants, you'll get questions from buyers asking if you have a chain for it. And I just say, no, I don't. This is being sold as just the pendant by itself. DIY craft, or however you want to word it. There's like a faux pearl with some rhinestones. That's pretty. Well, we're close to 40 minutes here. Let's see if I can show you some earrings real quick. I can rebag those off camera and get into some earrings with you real quick. We've got, I like when I get stuff on the card. Some hoop earrings with, they're pink. My light's not really showing you, but they're pink. We've got some dangle earrings. Ooh, I love clip-ons because you know what? They're vintage. And you can charge a little bit more because you have clip-on vintage retro 50s, 60s earrings. You got these. So yeah, I usually do all my necklaces first. And as I'm pulling out of the box, if it's something that can go through the sonic cleaner, I lay it in the basket. The sonic cleaner has a little basket that pulls out. And if it's not something that can go through or something that I don't want to put through, I just wipe it with a cloth. And when I have a small pile done, I photograph all of that. And then I pull out more. When the basket's full, the sonic thing gets run, and those jewelries get set aside to dry, and they'll usually get photographed the next day. As I'm pulling out bracelets and these little bags of earrings and pendants, those get set aside. Once the entire box is empty, I then start on the bracelets. Bracelets I typically just clean with that cloth and don't put in the cleaner unless it's like a chain, silver tone, gold tone, a tennis bracelet or something like that. Same process. If it's going to go in the cleaner, it goes in the basket. Otherwise, I wipe it by hand. And then I do earrings and pendants last. So I can clean and sort and take pictures kind of at the same time. I'm cleaning and sorting at the same time, and then each time I get a small pile, I'll go ahead and photograph that pile and then move to sorting more. That makes sense? I always feel like everything I do makes so much sense to me, and it's so organized and routine. But then people tell me that it's stringent. Oh my gosh, it kind of is. And then sometimes it makes sense. Things that make sense to me, or other people look at me like I'm crazy. But that's how I do it. We'll look at these in this bag, and then I'm gonna let you go back to your day. This video should be coming out on Tuesday. I'm filming on Thursday the 23rd, if you're curious. So this should be out on Tuesday the 28th. And hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with me for this time. And whether you were multitasking and working or just looking at the beautiful jewelry and listening and learning, I'll have all of those links and other videos available for you if you want to delve further into the learning and the research. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know where to put them, and I'll answer everybody. Don't forget to join that Facebook group I mentioned, and go be productive. Go make some money. And thank you for watching, as usual, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.